Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be doing some real-time image generation on an NVIDIA RTX 4070 Ti Super. Just got this card last week. It's replacing my 3060, which, I used for over a year and I really liked it, but this card is a pretty good upgrade, I'll have to say. We're going to do something fun here for the prompt. Why don't we do a cinematic shot from a 1967 movie called Femme Fatale Vampire Hunter. A beautiful woman is wearing a long fur coat. She is searching, let's just put searching, an abandoned building at dusk for vampires. And let's put in a little safety negative prompt there. Let's just start generating. And what I'll do here is I'll right click on the generation button and pick generate forever. And we'll just watch them go. So it's pumping out these 512 by 512 images very quickly. It's reporting about 1.7 seconds per image. Let's cancel the generate forever and let's make a batch of 6 at once to see how it does there. Okay. All right, that took about 9 seconds. Let's do one more, just to get a second sampling. All right, that's about the same. Let's change up our image a little bit, our image size at least. Let's go to 480 by 768. And let's run a few of these. We won't do a batch, we'll just do them one at a time. And we'll do generate forever. So it's taking about 2.6 seconds for these. Difference, they're a little bit more narrow, but they're taller than the base size. And usually I go to high-res fix on this. Let's do like a detailer on this this size, just to see what it affects. So we're going from 2.8 seconds to about 5 seconds. Let's do these. Let's generate forever and watch these go for a bit. Okay. And yeah, these are taking about 5 seconds. There's 4.5 seconds, 4.4 seconds. So a little bit less than 5 seconds. All right, let's interrupt that. And now let's apply a high-res fix to this. We're still using the face detailer, but we're gonna high-res fix this. We're not gonna go up by 2. We're gonna go 1.5. So our resolution now is gonna be 720 by 1152. All right. That was about 14 seconds with increasing the resolution, doing a second pass at a higher resolution and the face detailer. Now the face detailer will take more and more time as the resolution goes up because it's drawing at the end when the resolution is big, so it's also having to draw a bigger box for the face. All right, now since we set a cinematic shot here, why don't we make this a widescreen picture so we can hit this button here to flip the resolutions. It should not affect resolution time, it's the same amount of pixels, but we'll see what it does. All right. And let's do a set of 3 of these. So this is taking about 14 seconds to generate this image. I think it would take, close to 45 seconds, 43 seconds, 42 seconds to get these 3. And we'll see if it saves us any time. All right, that took 40 seconds, so it did save, a handful of seconds there to do them in a batch. Let me change the sampler just so you can see how that does. Let's do DPM++ 2M SDE Keras. And we'll do a set of 3 of these to see if that sampler deviates from this significantly. I don't think it will. Yeah, it took about the same amount of time. All right, let's why don't we switch over to an SDXL model. We'll switch over to Juggernaut here. One thing I love about this card, it has 4 more gigs of VRAM, but that does seem to make a significant difference with the existing models we have. You can store more of them in memory. I just switched over to this XL model in a matter of seconds because I had loaded it previously. And so switching back and forth between the 2 models is quite easy, actually. In fact, this card is able to do this refiner step without much slowdown. My 3060, if I tried to refine a model where you switch the model to another one, and the default example or the default settings, it's 80% of the way through the picture, it switches models. And that allows we should have did one image first, but that allows when you do refiner, that allows the new model to take over for the old model. And the new model might not have drawn the image initially the way the old model did, but it's going to build off what the old model started. So you can get the composition of one model, but the finishing of another model. It may draw something different or in a more detail. So to get these 3 images from SDXL, it took 31 seconds. Let's do 1, of course, to give you the baseline. And we're upscaling here. This is not... SDXL can actually do this resolution right here, no problem. In fact, I'll show you. So if we do 1152 by 720, and we don't do high-res fix, so 1 image with high-res fix took 15 seconds, but now we're just going to do this resolution natively in 1 pass, as they say. And that only took 10 seconds. So the upscaling, not much benefit, especially since SDXL has no problem with maintaining composition on larger images. Let's do a few more of these. And actually, just to give you the extreme baseline for SDXL, I should have done this first. I'll generate a few at 1024 by 1024, so you can just see those. The last thing I wanted to see was if putting in a dynamic prompt changed generation time significantly. So as you can see, we're doing these 1024s at about 8 seconds each, which is really fast. And when you generate at 1024, sometimes you don't even need a face detailer. Sometimes the the model can draw a good face from the get-go. But I'm going to put a dynamic prompt in here just to see if it affects generation. You can, if you put a curly brace around a term and you put like a pipe symbol or a vertical line, and then you can put another year. For instance, I could put 1987. And what it's going to do is, let's generate a batch of 6 of these. Hopefully at 8 seconds a piece, that's only about 40 seconds. But what's it going to do is each image is going to pick one of these 2 variables to use. So an image can either be, will either get a 60s movie or an 80s movie. And we should be able to see the difference in the picture itself too. So this is really pushing the memory of this machine, as you can see, or of this video card, I'm sorry. The 16 gigs, you know, we're using, it says we're using 70% of that right now to generate all 6 of these images at once. And we're actually getting still pretty good time. We're getting 2 seconds per iteration, but as I said in the previous video, you're really drawing 6 images at once. So that 2.3 seconds per iteration is really 2.3 seconds for 6 iterations. In a manner of speaking. So there you go. It took 48 seconds to draw 6 1024 by 1024 pics. That's not without face detailer. I guess, you know what, for the last example, go big or go home, we'll make 1 image. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make a 1080p image here. To do that, I'm going to set it up as our width is going to be 960 and our height is going to be 540, and we're going to upscale this to, well, by 2. We're going to do 2, and that's going to make us 1920 by 1080. Now we're not going to use the latent upscaler either. We're going to use our ultra sharp upscaler, and I'm going to lower the denoise. Let's do 0.3 this time. So we'll get 1 image that's going to be like a 1080p image, and we'll see how long that takes. And that'll be the last step we do. The last test we do, rather. And face detailer is, oh, refiner is on. But I didn't put another model in here, so maybe it won't do anything. Face detailer is off, but it doesn't matter because there wasn't a face to detail. So that took 28 seconds to make a 920 by 1080 image. Let's do another one with face detail, and hopefully they'll be facing the camera, so to speak, and we can see that happen. Yeah, we got it. So this is a really big image, and this is something, you know, this time here is something I would expect on my 3060 from an image half this big. I don't want to say this card is twice as fast as the 3060, but I think it is about twice as fast. I haven't definitively done the math yet, but it seems to do, you know, a lot of stuff better. So this is a straight up 1920 by 1080 image. Let's look at it close. So yeah, this thing can make backgrounds and stuff. It came out really good. So thank you all for watching this video. I do plan on testing Comfy UI with this graphics card. So be on the lookout for that one, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks.